Big update today on Declan Rice to Arsenal Football Club. What are Chelsea doing about it? Who is leading the race and much more? We're also going to take a delve into Man United's pursuit of a new number 9 this summer, with Harry Kane being the primary number 1 target, according to reports today. In conjunction with that, we're looking at the Man United takeover and what this means for Paris Saint-Germain. And could there be some superstars available for everybody in this summer transfer window? Also, Tottenham on the edge of parting ways or maybe sacking Antonio Conte earlier. They're in the hunt for a new manager. Luis Enrique, Maurizio Pochettino's names mentioned. All that and much, much more. Scan that QR code on the screen, though, right now and follow us on Spotify for our exclusive Top 6 podcast. Let's do this. Let's go. Harry Kane is Erik ten Hag's number 1 transfer target for Manchester United this summer, according to the Manchester Evening News. Personally, this is sensational business. But I want your comments below now. I also want you to hit the like button and make sure you've got the bell notification turned on. The algorithm is not your friend. And if you don't have notifications turned on, you will miss dozens and dozens of uploads a month from the Football Terrace and our live stream. So get that done right about now. Harry Kane is legit. Harry Kane is one of the most talented football players in the world. His goal-scoring ratios, statistics, records speak for themselves. That doesn't need to be debated. That doesn't need to be discussed by you or I. We know what he's capable of. Man United need him. We've seen the blueprint that's been laid down by Ten Hag using Weghorst since January, dropping into those 10 positions, trying to feed the ball into the left and right-hand side channels, working with either Rashford in front of him or other individuals that have moved into that position, Martial on a couple of occasions as well. Harry Kane is the guy. Victor Osimhen, Šeško, these individuals are brilliant at what they do and at the stage of their careers. But if you look at the blueprint and the way United are playing football, Harry Kane is the man they have to sign. I'm glad to see he's the number 1 target. And I personally believe Man United can get this done and can get it over the line. Does Harry Kane want trophies? Yes, I believe he does. I believe he wants trophies. Man United have won the Carabao Cup. They've got the chance at 2 more this year. And with Harry Kane in this Manchester United team, I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that United can win the Premier League with him and will be serious contenders for it next year. If he'd have joined Man United this January gone by, United would be in a title race right now. There is no shadow of a doubt in my mind. So United, get it done. Now, equally in conjunction with this is a lot of talk surrounding the situation at Man United in the takeover. Are the Qataris going to bid? There's news that they're only going to buy the club at the right price. There's talk of an investment company that have got through to the second stages that may keep the Glazers at the football club. There's a bit of panic with Man United fans. A lot of this for me is just posturing. Of course, the Glazers are going to put an investment company through that's going to keep them at the club to the second round. Of course, they're going to tell the Rain Group to put them through because they're trying to put pressure on the Ratcliffes and the Qataris to bid more money for the football club to get them out. I say United fans should remain relaxed at this moment in time because I think the Qataris are definitely going to invest and buy Manchester United. Well, I say definitely. I'm about 90% sure in case anybody wants to clip me up. But in conjunction with this, there's news that 2 of Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi and Neymar could leave Paris Saint-Germain this summer. Now, why this is interesting is because although on paper, the Man United takeover is going to be different Qataris, different people, in my opinion, when all is said and done, I think there's going to be a connection here. I believe over the course of the next 4 or 5 years, the Qataris are going to slowly pull investment away from Paris Saint-Germain, and that money is going to come across to Man United. So what are the chances of Man United also looking at some of these stars at Paris Saint-Germain? the Kylian Mbappes of this world. I don't necessarily think we'd go for Lionel Messi. Personally, I don't think that will happen. But Kylian Mbappe, Verratti in the middle, Marquinhos at the back, as examples of players. There could be a treasure trove of individuals available from Paris Saint-Germain this summer if the Qataris buy Manchester United. On paper, they'll say it isn't possible, but trust me, absolutely trust me, there is no smoke without fire. This is a big update here from Simon Phillips, one of the most trusted Chelsea sources on the planet. He said that Declan Rice is still on Chelsea's radar. However, Arsenal are doing the groundwork right now, and there are even some whispers of terms being unofficially or tentatively agreed upon, or at the very least, not being a problem. Arsenal are confident. And Arsenal should be confident. Declan Rice is, I've said it already, one of the most talented players in the Premier League. I think he has the ability to be the best midfielder at Arsenal, bar none. His ability, his athleticism, his temperament for the game is astounding. And I believe in the Mikel Arteta system, with the quality of players, the abundance of talent around him. If you compare Arsenal to West Ham, it's night and day, chalk and cheese. You would see the emergence of a potential superstar, a potential Arsenal legend in Declan Rice. If you break him down statistically and look at the attributes that sort of defensive midfielders are reviewed on, dual succession rate, pass completion, loss of possession, especially losing of the ball in your own half. If you look at his interception rates, toe-to-toe with Thomas Partey, toe-to-toe with Thomas Partey per 90 minutes in the Premier League, he is top class. The stories keep rolling out as well about the confidence that Arsenal have in this deal. And Simon Phillips is a Chelsea source. And when I say one of the best, I genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean Simon Phillips is top class. And the fact that he is hearing that Arsenal are agreeing this tentatively, or personal terms are no problem, or they're unofficially agreed. For me, they are all the same toffee with different wrappers upon. They just mean the player is willing to join Arsenal. The salary that's being offered would be great. The squad status is where he wants to be, and it's a place that he can see himself playing. Of course, Arsenal have got to come to an agreement with West Ham. That's going to be a task in itself. Chelsea are going to get involved. Chelsea are going to try and convince him. Chelsea may offer him more money. They might offer him better overall terms, which make his final decision Chelsea. But Arsenal seem to be leading this race, and they appear confident. And this deal gives me just a reminder of the Gabriel Jesus news, which started to break in around late February, March of 2022. And although at times between the first breaking of the news and in lifting the Arsenal shirt and signing the paperwork, there were many times where Chelsea's and Tottenham's were reported to be trying to hijack the deal, and they did. But the Arsenal are confident line, for me, very rarely goes wrong in the Mikel Arteta reign. You could argue with Mahalo Mudryk, it did. But the majority of the time, when Arsenal are confident about a player, when terms are agreed early, they get the job done. And I think if they go into this summer, not only with Champions League football, which is what Declan Rice wants, and Chelsea are probably going to miss out on that, if they go in as champions, it changes everything. My thought is right now, I would never say 100%, but I'm about 80% sure that Declan Rice is going to become an Arsenal player. The world can change, of course, but I want your thoughts and I want your feelings on it now. Another solid cast iron report that Arsenal are leading the race for this man. When I say I want to know your thoughts, I mean in the comment section below as well. So get that done. And if you haven't done it yet, scan that QR code on the screen, maybe now or at the end of the show. I want you to come and follow us on Spotify for the Top 6 show. Now, what's going on in the other part of North London, Tottenham? It's a bit of a mess right now. I've seen deleted tweets today from journalists that Antonio Conte is gone. That's always a sign that he's on the edge. Normally, when you see a top-level journalist put information out and delete it, it's because they've been told X, Y, or Z could be happening soon. They often create content, articles, tweets ahead of time so that when the news breaks or they're given the okay to release it, they can just press send. They don't have to write it up, type it up. They're ready to go. And I believe the information has been released early. But who are they going to bring in to replace him? Well, there's some separate reports here. One from Talksport, one from Gary Jacob. The first states here from Gary Jacob that if Tottenham make an approach for Luis Enrique, he would be interested in replacing Antonio Conte. We also know, again confirmed by Talksport, that Maurizio Pochettino has told Tottenham he is keen to return and replace Antonio Conte. Now, there is a positive here for Tottenham fans that Luis Enrique is a world-class manager. To go from Antonio Conte to Luis Enrique would be amazing. He's a better manager stylistically. I think he would suit Tottenham better. And he's world class. He can attract names. He could maybe convince the likes of Harry Kane to stay. He might be able to reignite Son, as an example, get the best out of Basuma, etc., etc., etc. The Poch news, though, Spurs fans have got to push back against, in my opinion. Poch is a loser. Poch doesn't win anything. Yes, he won a league title with Paris Saint-Germain, but it's a one-horse race. To not win it is an underachievement. In the first season he was there, it was a handful of points behind Lille when he took I think it was Lille when he took over, and he didn't win the league. That is essentially like entering a beauty competition and coming second when you're the only person in it. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. Spurs fans have got to push back against that. They have got to put all their energy into getting Luis Enrique, because that would be a sensational signing. Now, whether Tottenham win a league title or a Champions League, should be the ultimate goal, or pick up some domestic trophies, which is, again, still a very, very good achievement for all football clubs. Luis Enrique is going to be their best bet because he is a winner. Whether the board allow him to flourish and become fruitful at the club is another conversation and debate altogether. But that's who Spurs fans have got to push for. He is the best available manager, and he's out there who is willing to join Tottenham. I would say push back against Poch. Don't get dragged in by the romance and the love you once felt for him. As I've said many, many times in my life, an X is an X for a reason. Listen, people, smash the like and the share buttons. Make sure you're commenting below your thoughts on the video and the subjects today, but turn on the bell notifications. Make sure you have that switched on. It's exceedingly, exceedingly important to you that you get the notifications, because YouTube will not tell you. Even if you subscribe to us, on average, only 4% of our subscribers a month get notifications. So out of 350,000 of you, only 4% receive notifications. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. So click the bell notification now, and we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.